sitting on here? Storm. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different. Actually, really not so much different. It's just something I haven't done in a while, and that's an everyday carry update. Now, this is largely going to be evolved around like motorcycle gear and just like the stuff I carry when I ride my bike for different occasions. I'm pretty much always on my motorcycle. Like if it's like snowing and below 35, that's when I draw the line. But like anything like 40 degrees doesn't really bother me. I just layer up a little bit, and I got different gloves and stuff to wear. My bike doesn't have heated grips, but like I said, I just put on my Raven Moto winter gloves. But anyway, there's certain gear I carry, like different situations. If I'm going to the gym, if I'm going like super far, or if I'm just like going for rides around town or whatever. So I have tons of different stuff here. This could be like quite a long video. I'll try to timestamp it for you guys if there's something like maybe you want a specific part that you want to watch, like a long journey type EDC. But anyway, let's just jump into it. So first things first, I'll talk about the stuff I carry on my actual body. Storm, go get your toy. Good girl. I'll talk about the stuff I carry on my actual body first, since that's like the majority of you are interested in that. You're like, what do you carry on you? So first things first, what I have on is my Raven Moto riding jeans, and they look a little bit like this, except they're denim. Like I'll show you here. They're just the denim version ones. These are the Ash Armor ones, and these are all armor jeans. So I have those on, and I always have a Travex cinch belt, and that's this belt right here. And it's a real easy belt. All right, the cool thing about this belt, I've had these for years. I mean, some of my long-term subscribers will probably know this. Like this is made in USA. I've had this belt here for probably 5 years, easy. But yeah, I've had this belt a long time, and it's low profile, and all you do, I mean, it's such a simple design. It just goes through here and cinches down on itself. Once it, my bad. I'm actually backwards here, but yeah, you put it through here like that, and it cinches, right? So it's the Travex cinch, low profile, aircraft aluminum. I mean, I've had this thing forever. I have it in a couple different colors, but this is the one I always use for my riding gear. So that's the belt and the jeans. I always carry a firearm no matter what. It doesn't really make a difference where I'm going. The only time I can't carry one is when I'm going to work. So, but this is a Glock 43. So I always carry a firearm with me no matter where I'm at. This is a Glock 43, and actually let me clear this because it is hot. So there we go, nice and safe now. Yeah, so I always carry this. It's a Glock 43 9mm. I have a lot of work done to it. It's not. I have a few different guns. I have a 19. I have a 27, I have a 29, I have a few different guns now, and a really nice AR, but this is the one I always carry. Like when I'm on the bike, I'll usually keep it back here. If I'm just casually riding around town, I always keep a +1 magazine, so that's a Terran Tactical +1, and the rounds are in there these are just hollow point. I think these are I don't remember, Federal maybe. Anyway, they're just hollow points, 147 grain. I don't remember the exact round, but that is a Glock 43. And it's just, it's got a bunch of stuff done to it. It's got True Glow TFX night sights. It's got a custom OC's Customs trigger, stipple grit, double undercut, polished trigger bar, ghost connector. It's got a lot of cool stuff in it, jazzed up a little bit. And I've had this firearm for, gosh, guys, I don't know, a good 6 years now, and I carry every single day, no matter what. So that's my everyday carry firearm. As far as a knife goes, I always carry a blade on me. This is a Civivi. These are cheap knives. I mean, I like them. They're cheap. They're like 40 bucks on Amazon. When they get dull, I just get a new one. Like, this one's pretty good. It's not a really nice knife. Like I have really nice knives. I have Spyderco's, I have a ZT, I have a nice ProTech. I have some really nice knives, but I always just carry this thing. It's just a cheap little knife. Depending on where I'm going or I'm at is if I'm gonna have extra magazines with me or not. These guys are loaded with Hardcity critical duty 135 grains flex locks. This is a +2, and this is just your factory Glock magazine. So that's pretty much it for my EDC gear. Depending on where I'm going and what I feel like doing, I'll do a long trip bag first, since some of you may be interested in like what kind of bag I would carry for a long trip. I'm not going to go into the whole entire bag and everything, single thing I would carry in it. But if y'all would like to see that video, I would do that in a separate video. So put down in the comments if you would like to see a long journey motorcycle everyday backpack, like the gear I would carry in my bag if I was going like to Corpus Christi, which I just talked to my best friend, and we're going to Corpus Christi. We're going to South Padre Island out here in Texas. It was a 6-hour ride. I may or may not take the bike, or I may take my new Tesla. So I just told you guys my new car. So I might as well just tell you guys, I'll end up buying a Tesla Model 3. It should be here in about 3 to 4 weeks, and we'll do a video on that. But anyway, it's stormy. Here you go, baby. No, that's Daddy's camera thing. You can't have this. Oh my God, this dog. Where's your toy? Go get your toy. So yeah, if you guys want to see a video of the actual contents of this backpack, like what I would carry in it for a long journey trip, let me know. It would mainly just be clothes and then like some like survival gear. I'm not talking about like really survival gear, but like stuff that you would need if the bike broke down, or you know, I needed extra water or whatever. So in any case, this is a really nice backpack. This is a VanQuest Trident 31. This is not a cheap bag. This is a really nice backpack. I've done many journeys with this thing. I have actually full video review on this bag. It's very expensive. It's not cheap. It's made out of like the best quality gear you can imagine. All YKK zippers. Actually got to take a look at some new VanQuest stuff and see if they have anything new around. But this bag's probably about 3 years old now. I have a few different VanQuest stuff, but this is my favorite. It's also a really nice bag because it has like different locks, and just you can load it up different ways if you'd like to. You can put bulletproof armor in this thing, which I do have, like a soft shell armor. So that's cool. It just has tons of little organization and compartments. Like even now I have a couple nice things in here. Like here's a nice O-light, flashlight. I always, like in my backpacks, I always generally leave a few things in there, like a flashlight, matches, lighters, a rag, maybe like a water filtration thing. And that's in all my backpacks. Maybe extra batteries and things like that. So that's, again, this is a VanQuest Trident 31. And it's very organized. You know, you can just organize this thing to the absolute max. It's very comfortable. So if you're on your motorcycle, now some of you know I have a 23 Ducati Panigale V2. It's a sport bike. It's a super bike. It's not like an upright sitting position bike. It's very aggressive. It's very fast. It's a 1000, super bike. 955, all right? Somebody's gonna be like, it's not a 1000. It's a 955 cc. It's a liter bike. Relax. Anyway, super aggressive bike. So it's, you know, this isn't the ideal pack to wear for it. But like if I was going to like Corpus Christi or staying out in San Antonio for the night or something like that, this is maybe not the bag I would take for a night trip, but if definitely for a 3-day like long journey ride out to Corpus Christi, that's a 6-hour ride on a bike, and I knew I was gonna stay there for a few days, this is the bag I would take with me. Probably set it up to like have little mini bags inside of it, to where once I got to my destination, I could just like have something like this, and we'll go over this in a second. But I also have, so a lot of times I've been wearing this Alpine Stars bag. This will be a bag I wear for a night trip or something. This one's cool because it has like a highlighter deal in it where you can, you know, be seen. A lot of you know I'm a pretty big fan of like lime green stuff. As we'll talk about some of the safety equipment in a second, but yeah, this is an Alpine Stars bag. I don't like this one because it's very flimsy. It's not made very well at all. It's nowhere near to the quality that this pack is. Like, this is a very high quality hiking bag, camera bag, or just whatever you want it to be. This is just a cheap piece of crap that like melted on my exhaust, and you know, this thing's just ridiculous. So in any case, this is just another bag I have, but I don't use that one so much. The bag I use mostly every single day, like usually like if I'm going to the gym, actually this is gonna have gym clothes in it now, is this really small recycled firefighter backpack. And this guy right here is like my main go-to. It's just a it's a small bag, small skinny bag, and I really like this one. It doesn't look super aggressive. Like when you're on a bike, you just kind of look like, you know, oh, it's got a camo backpack. But this thing, Recycled Firefighter, if you don't know about them, they make stuff out of recycled firefighter hoses. Now this bag isn't made out of that, but like their wallets, some of their other stuff, it's made out of old fire hose, and it's really nice. It's just a small shop, but you can tell like his stitching and everything that he does is very high quality. This bag is awesome. And in this thing, like this is my gym bag, like water in here, my AirPods, and stuff like that. And then this bag is a full clamshell, so it opens up. I have my visor will stay in here, which is really nice. Keep my gym shoes in there, just gym pants, and then just whatever you want in these pouches. But that is the Recycled Firefighter bag. Some of you have been asked about what that bag was that I've had in a few videos, and that's what it is. So then this guy here, this isn't something new I got. I'll use this if I'm going, just mainly if I'm doing videos and I have to have like, sometimes I carry my backup phone with me. I'll carry like extra batteries and just stuff I don't want all in my freaking jacket pockets and stuff like that. And it's too much for my leg bag, but I also don't want to have a backpack. I'll just throw this thing on and it goes in your back. It has, it's a motorcycle riding bag, so it has reflector on the edges of it, which is really nice. It's Ducati, which is cool because it looks cool on the bike. It's all Ducati stuff, but it's not a very high quality backpack. Like the zippers are garbage, the material's not really super nice. It was only like 40 bucks, which I guess for like this waist pack like this is kind of expensive. It's also very flimsy. I think it should be a hard shell because like once you get everything in it, it kind of sags. And it's just not very good, but I do have a use for it sometimes. And of course, it's got Ducati all over it because, you know, why wouldn't they like market their brand like that? It's just an awesome brand. But it's got lots of different pockets to put stuff. Like I always put my phone in this one to keep it stiff, because if you put your phone in this part of it, it just sags down. It's just annoying. But yeah, so I don't use this one too much, but I do have a place for it. So that's just a Ducati backpack or rear fanny bag. You can put it in the front too, but it looks stupid. So yeah, I use that. You know, day trips around town. If I'm out on the bike all day, this is more likely what I'm going to bring. And you can put quite an amount of stuff in here. And you don't have to carry it in your waist. You can carry it in the front or in the back or whatever. Just know when you're on a bike like I have a super bike, so you're very aggressive, you know what I mean? The bike's not designed for you to have a bunch of bags and stuff on you. So, you know, especially something like that VanQuest bag, when you're hunched over, you're going to feel that thing back there, especially if it's loaded with crap. So, in any case, one of my favorite bags, if I have it somewhere, my favorite, here it is this OGO. OGO makes really cool stuff. I've been wanting the OGO no drag backpack for like ever now. And I think Elizabeth Wanders is going to send me one that she doesn't want to use anymore that I'm going to do a review on and possibly give it away to you guys. But I might like it, so we'll see. I don't know if she's going to send it or not, but we talked about it briefly. But this is an OGO, branded with Ducati, of course. A little collaboration with them. And I really wish OGO would do something like this with Ducati, because this is like a really stiff bag. And it's just really nice. And for people who talk about, oh, you can't ride with a firearm, what if you fall, it's going to go off? It's very unlikely. Like, really, the only way for this firearm to go off is if you pull the trigger. Okay, so I know a lot about firearms. I've got tons of videos on my channel about firearms. Before we had bikes, it's all I did. And I still study it now. I don't like stop loving guns. I'm a gun guy. I love guns. So anyway, OGO Ducati leg bag. This thing's sweet. I love this bag. This is probably one of my favorites to just zip around town if I'm gonna keep the gun here. And I'll throw like sunglasses in there, maybe an extra magazine, just knick-knack stuff, man, that you might need. Your wallet. Usually I keep my wallet in my jacket pocket, but anything like that. A letter. I always keep like a note with me for emergency services to call certain people if I do go down and I'm in like coma or worse. Then I will, there's information for people to call, like my mom, my sister. There's also a person to call who I want to take care of the dog, which would be a friend out here to come get the dog or take care of her while I'm like not able to do it. So that is something that I think you guys, if you're single, like I'm a single guy, I live by myself, I don't have family out here or nothing. I have friends. So if you do something that's very dangerous, like ride a motorcycle, then you should definitely plan ahead and make sure that there's ways that you can get your dog taken care of if you have a dog or a cat or whatever the heck you got. Just make sure your loved ones are notified and be able, because they're not going to be able to get my phone and unlock my phone, you know what I mean, and then call people. So make sure that, you know, that can happen. It can take hours and hours before they figure out who can take care of the dog and all that stuff. So that's just something I thought about like instantly. I'll talk about some of my camera gear quick because that is part of my EDC for when I ride my bike and basically always. So my phone is my one main camera is an iPhone 13 mini, which I'm about to upgrade. But then I have this awesome Insta360 camera. This is a 360 view camera. I use this a lot on the bike. I've used it today. I use it pretty much every single day. And I just click this thing on the bike. And it's awesome, although this one lens took a rock hit to it. I had taken the protective lens off because that got cracked, and then as soon as I took the protective lens off, it got a rock right to the front of it. So I contacted them. They said to send it in, they'll fix it, but I just haven't been able to do that. So that's my 360 camera. And then my main squeeze is my GoPro Hero 10. And this thing is awesome. Storm, come on, bud. My GoPro Hero 10, this is an awesome camera, and for those of you that were complaining about my audio, I just put a new mic in there. It works. I literally just got it today. So the new mic's in, I just have to wire it up to the helmet, and there it is. So it works. I finally got a new mic for it. It's not the same one that I thought I was getting, but that's fine. And this is a mic adapter, and all that gets hooked up to my Arai Corsair X helmet. Put that there, this goes there, and this gets all inside the helmet, and the mic goes inside there. So that is that. And that is the GoPro Hero 10. And so a lot of times, like when I have those different backpacks and bags and stuff, it's because I have camera equipment or extra batteries or SD cards and stuff like that. So some of the other stuff that I always keep in my backpacks, like it really depends on what kind of journey I'm going on to. Like I said, if it's a far journey or if I'm just zipping around town, there's a few things I always keep in my bags. One, a 5-hour energy. I can't tell you enough, and if y'all want to sponsor me on my videos, reach out, or Celsius or Red Bull or anyone. I would love to be sponsored by one of those energy drink companies. I'm a big energy drink guy. I don't like sugar a lot, and I don't eat a lot of sugary stuff, but I like my energy drinks, and I do have them every now and again. Not every single day, and this thing I've had for quite some time. I'll probably down it to replace it because they do have an expiration date. This one's a year from now, but hey, a year goes fast. February 24, that's only next year, and if I leave this thing in my bag, you know, so I'll probably down this thing eventually and switch it out, and that's what I do. But a 5-hour energy is a must-have on your motorcycle. I know some guys that leave them actually in their motorcycles too, like the little thing. I mean, these are just a must-have. Just throw it in your pocket or your backpack or whatever, because you want to be awake and aware when you're on a bike and focused at all times. If you're feeling groggy or tired, zip one of those down. I don't carry this whole entire thing, but usually what I'll do is I'll throw a couple of earplugs in my bag. But these are actually for guns. But yeah, I like to have earplugs in. Bikes are loud. Wind noise is loud. I get migraines really bad. So there's that. I always carry these in like Excedrin, which I actually don't have any right now to show you, but Excedrin is something I always keep in every one of my backpacks, in my jacket pockets, always have Excedrin tablets somewhere in all my gear, just in case I get a headache, because I get them a lot. So two things, a multi-tool. These are not going to be in those like leg bags or like the fanny packs, but in my actual bag, like the Alpine Stars bag, the VanQuest bag, the Recycle Firefighter, I always will keep a multi-tool. A multi-tool is a must-have, guys. If you don't have a really good multi-tool, this is a Leatherman Surge. You need to invest in one. There's a few things that all men should have. A knife, a gun, and a freaking multi-tool. If you have those things, you can do a lot of damage, right? I could talk about my motorcycle toolkit, but that's a whole different deal. Like in an emergency, this thing will get you out of a lot of situations. So there's that. I always keep a few zip ties in my bags too. Your fairings come loose, whatever, which I actually had just had happen. Like one of my screws fell out from my fairings. I think it didn't back itself all the way out. I didn't tighten it when I changed my oil. And one of the screws fell out somewhere, and my fairing was flapping around all day. I didn't have a zip tie. I just dealt with it. It was fine, but if I had a zip tie, I could have handled it. An extra power bank. This is an Anchor. This is small. Even if like your buddy's phones die or your phone dies, I have this Velcroed because inside my bike, I keep this sometimes, and I'll keep it there to charge my phone. I don't keep my phone on a front mount anymore on my bike. I find it very annoying to have to keep looking down at my phone. On a bike like I have, you're literally over the front of the wheel. I mean, it's such an aggressive motorcycle that you're not just like hanging back where there's a phone, where you're on like an adventure bike or a Harley or something with an upright like an MT-07 or something like that, naked bikes. So you're very aggressive, and I just found it annoying to like always have to like adjust myself just to see my phone. So what I do now is I throw my AirPods in my ear, and if I need to go somewhere, I don't know where I'm going, I'll let Siri tell me where to go. And it's just way easier to stay focused on the road. And I'm just like, oh, turn left. And it's just not like, which way do I go? Is it here? Y'all know, like, even like looking at GPS is so freaking annoying. Hi, baby dog. Hi, mama. I see you, bud. Daddy loves you. Come here. Oh, mama. You're such a fat doggin. So this is my dog, Storm. And she's super hype. I know, babies. Yeah, she's crazy. So that's pretty much it for like EDC gear and bags. Let's talk about safety equipment, because y'all know I'm a big advocate of like motorcycle safety, riding safe. Having the right gear to ride with is very important. So like, as I said, these Raven Moto jeans I pretty much always wear. Like if I'm on the bike, I'm wearing these jeans. And these ones here, they don't look like anything. They just look like regular jeans besides like the zipper here. These are from Raven Moto, and I'm telling y'all right now, use my discount code, 10% off, Hardcity, all caps, and you will not regret it. I get numerous amounts of comments and people saying like, oh my God, I love these jeans, I love these gear. I have a lot of Raven Moto stuff, as y'all are gonna see. But the jeans are my favorite. Like, well, I love the gloves too, but these jeans are so nice. You will not regret it. They have Kevlar everywhere. Armored, CE rated level armor. They're stretchy, they're comfortable, they're nice. I've crashed in mine. I get hit by a car doing like 30 miles an hour in mine, and that car hit me doing 30, and I slid and tumbled and everything, and I was fine. I got a bunch of road rash on my upper body because I have a jacket on, but my legs were fine. And these are, like I said, they just look like regular jeans. Sick. Now, we'll talk about jackets. This is my Alpine Stars T Faster jacket. This is for summertime. I'm actually going to upgrade this one and maybe give it away to someone who needs it and needs a jacket around here. I'll probably put it on Ride Now or 512 Ride. or something to see if anybody wants it, clean it up. It doesn't have the spine protection in it no more because that's in my new jacket, but I am about to upgrade to a new Dying Easy summer jacket. So, but that's an Alpine Stars. This here is another product from Raven Moto. This is a hoodie. Just a regular street hoodie, except it's fully armored. It's awesome. I absolutely love it. It has zippers in the armpits area, so you can be get heat out just like the zippers in their front jean area. It's got back protection, shoulder, forearm. This hoodie is fire. Again, use my discount code Hardcity, all caps, 10% off anything in Raven Moto. And this is also reflective. It's sick. I'll actually put it on for you guys too so you can see. There you go. So it's a good looking hoodie. Looks good on you. Has armor in all the right places. Shoulder, back. It looks good. I love it. It's like a really good hoodie. It's comfortable. It's the whole outer part of it's cotton, and then the inside of it is like a polyester. So it's 20% polyester, 80% cotton. But the outer part of it's all cotton. Made well, stitched well. Raven Moto again. This is really good company. Gloves. These are the Envies from Raven Moto. These are awesome. They're so good. These gloves right here are my favorite. Now, this is a limited edition colorway right now that is only going to be available for a little bit, but they have this same glove in like red, all black. They have different colors. You can check them out. I don't know all their colors, but I love the big R on there. Just shows like fast bike racing. I love them. So that's the Raven Moto Envy, and you can see the carbon fiber. You got palm sliders. You got really nice grip. They just fit your fingers so freaking nice. I mean, these are really the top of the line. These aren't cheap. They're very, very, very nice, and I absolutely love Raven Moto gloves. And so yeah, these are another pair of Raven Moto gloves. These are the Omens. These are absolutely sickening. Love these gloves. I wear these every now and again. Just depends on what I feel like doing. A lot of times I'll put these on when I'm going to work because I don't feel like being all like racy glove, and they take a little bit to put on. These ones I can just slip on and go, and they're just easy. So I love my Omens. Now, if it's super cold, I don't go any farther but my Raven Moto Frost gloves. These are and these are like one of the only things, I actually bought these from them because I love Raven Moto so much. It's not like I'm just trying to tell you stuff. I bought these with my own money, even though I could have probably got them to just send them to me for free. Like, they sent me these for free. They sent me all of these pants for free, that hoodie for free. I don't have to probably buy anything from Raven Moto. We've made them like $20,000 this year, so thank you guys so much for that. I get a percentage of that. And anytime you guys use that affiliate link, that's why I'm telling you, please use the code, the discount code Hardcity, all caps, 10% off. It helps the channel, helps me grow, helps me make money to buy stuff to review. By the way, all this stuff in the next coming months will have its individual review. So that's how many videos we have coming up. So please subscribe. Anyway, the Raven Moto Frost, really nice glove. They're really warm, so they're not going to be as easy to deal with as far as like throttle and and everything, but you will be able to break them in, and your hands will stay warm. It's too hot for these, and if it's 42 and above, it's too hot. You don't need them. But yeah, 42 and lower, if you're gonna ride, the Frost are a absolute must. These are awesome gloves. So Raven Moto just makes really good stuff. Here's the other Envy, another favorite glove of mine. These are the Raven Moto Storms. They're pretty much kind of like the Envies, except it's their old version. So these gloves I freaking love, man. I mean, I can't tell you. These are the gloves I was wearing when I crashed, when I get hit by the car. And these are all white. I love it because they match the bike really nice. Again, the fingers, the fitment of these gloves, just absolute perfection. They spend so much time getting their product right. As you can see, these knuckles, they're not marked up for like scraping them on the ground. They're marked up because I freaking fell off my, got hit by a car and went flying through the air. These are amazing gloves. One thing about these though, I didn't find the, well, maybe they do work. I don't remember if it was these ones or the Omens, but I'll tell you which thumb or which phone finger does work. These guys. My Envy gloves, no issues at all. I mean, I actually really like the look of white and black. I've been telling Raven Moto for a while that I wanted to get a white version of these or a black version of these and switch them and have two different ones because that looks sick. But yeah, I don't want two different gloves. I want the same glove, just two different colors. But yeah, these are awesome. I just love these. Now, this part here is banged up because of where my stupid bar end mirror is. It just marks them up, so... That's pretty much it for gloves. I don't think I have anything else. Let's talk about my newest jacket, my really nice Dying Easy Ducati jacket. I wanted a jacket that matched the bike because it's my first Ducati. I'm very proud of owning a bike like this. It's a dream bike. Owning a Ducati is something I never thought I'd be able to do in my entire life. And here I am. I just turned 39 years old yesterday. And... I think I'm doing really good for myself. I mean, I have a really good job, I have an awesome community of YouTube. I just bought a Tesla. I have a Ducati. I mean, I have an awesome dog. I'm single and I like that and I'm good. And like, I've been through a lot of shit and like the support that I get from you guys, it's just crazy. So when I bought the Ducati, I really wanted like a jacket that like went with the bike. Like this is my first Ducati and I wanted a jacket that like symbolized that, you know, even if I get rid of the bike or, you know, which I don't think I'm ever going to do, but you never know. I really want the M1000 too, so we'll see. But this bike here, our jacket, I mean, matches the bike perfectly. I really like black, and this is just a really, really nice jacket. Again, made by Dying Easy. It's very, very high quality leather. This thing was like $640. It's got the titanium shoulders. It's got my Alpine Stars back protector in it, the Nucleus or NO2 or N2 or something. I don't know. They're newest stuff. Really nice. Shoulder, arm, forearm protection. It fits nice and tight and snug, and it looks awesome. So that is my motorcycle riding jacket that I pretty much wear all the time. Like it's going to be, I live in Texas, so it's going to be getting super freaking hot out here. Like 100 degrees, so I don't know how that's gonna feel yet on the bike. The bike gets really hot with the exhaust that goes under the header, but my new exhaust is a dual pipe that comes off the rear tail, and that's gonna be installed in about a month if I can get Zard to send it to me. You can't order the Zard exhaust until February, so we'll see if I can get that earlier or whatever. But if not, I'm probably going to go with the Spark It or the Van Diemen. But in any case, the undertail exhaust on the bike will get rid of that rear header, and it's also going to be titanium. So that will absorb more heat and hopefully keep that up out of my legs and areas stuff. So the bike gets really hot. I don't know what it's going to be like in Texas, but I do know that wearing these Raven Moto armored Kevlar jeans is way different than like when I have like my regular work pants on when I go ride to work and I have my 1620 workwear on, which is like just regular pant material. I don't know. Well, it's not regular, it's Cordair and stuff, but you just get hot, right? Let me just put it to you like that. So we'll see how the exhaust feels and the heat, but that's why I wanted to upgrade a new Dying Easy jacket, which I actually might go pick up tomorrow because I get paid and I want a new jacket. Anyways, this is my helmet. We're going to talk about helmets now. So I love Arai. Arai saved my life, and it's hard for me to switch, although I am really, 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 really liking the AGV Fiesta, the carbon fiber. My buddy Ian, shout out to him. He's got an R1. He has one, and I picked that thing up like without my GoPro on it, or he didn't have a GoPro on it, but I had my helmet in my hand, and like knowing like what that helmet felt like compared to this one, it's insane. It's all carbon fiber. I really like the AGV, and it's like a $1,600 helmet, so it's not cheap. This isn't either. This is a $1,000 helmet, a gift from Elizabeth Wanders. Thank you again to her for sending this helmet. I absolutely love it. This is the Tatsuki Suzuki. Obviously, I have two of them. This one is destroyed from the accident. That's where my face melted to ground. I slid across the ground, so that's your face. You're probably not going to live from that. And then my head would have smacked the concrete in the back of the car right here. It's all cracked, all in this area. My head would have split. My head would have split open, no doubt. And then I have my white Arai Corsair X, which I don't wear as much, but I did have it on, I guess like 2 days ago I put it on with all my white stuff. So every now and again I'm in the mood to switch it up. I feel like it's good to switch up your gear, especially like if cops are on your heat or you're hot a little bit. Maybe they're like trying to get a freaking guy with his lime green helmet and boots. We've seen him a lot. So it's good to switch it up sometimes. And so I do put this on occasion when I feel like maybe the cops are watching me or something. So there's that, and this guy is really nice. This is an Arai Corsair X as well. It's got the R75 shade, which is different than the pin lock one. It doesn't have the pin lock, although it has something here. I don't know. I don't like this visor that came with it. It came with a bunch of marks and delamming inside, and I don't know what the deal is with that, so I just kind of leave it on this one. But this doesn't have the chin mount on it no more. I took it off and put it on my main vlogging helmet, which is now this guy here. I also have an HJC helmet, but it's over there, and I'll never ever wear that helmet. I don't even want to show you guys that helmet. It's terrible. So that's pretty much it. The only other thing I have is my Dying Easy boots. I have 2 pairs of these. These are the white ones, which I only will wear these when I feel like wearing all white. So generally, the only time I wear all white is when I have this exact Raven Moto get up on right now. So I'll wear these all white twerk out boots, the denim jeans, the white helmet, and my white Raven gloves, and it looks fire, dude. It's just such a fire fit when you're on your motorcycle. Like, you look like a cheese ball when you're riding a bike in like Nike Dunks or Air Maxes or something. Like, what are you doing, man? But these, you look so badass. Like, you just way more confident when you're riding. Obviously, I ride the shit out of my bike, so these things are getting quite some wear on them, but not as much as my green ones. Where do you see these ones? So these are my other twerk out 3s. Also a gift from Elizabeth Wanders. And I wear these things basically every single time on my bike. And you can tell, like, I wear these things, they're getting dogged, but it gives them character. They still look good. They're broken in now. They're very, very comfortable. Like, look at how much look at the here. These are, let me see these other ones. These are brand new, dudes. Like, these are only maybe a couple of weeks old, and that's just from every time you're, you know, shifting or on the foot pegs. I mean, I ride my bike a lot, but it, you know, and there's my foot peg mark here from the edge of the foot peg. I just ride a lot, and I love to ride. It does so much for my mental health, and it's such a beautiful thing when you're on your bike and you just let everything go. But these things are absolutely sick, and from time to time I'll clean them up and give them a little cleaning, and they get pretty clean. They get pretty beat up, but they also can clean up nicely. You know, there's lots of road rash and bugs fly and hit them, and tar, and they're scraped up. The magnesium gets all scraped up when you're riding. You're scraping the ground and stuff, and they're just awesome. But these will give you ample ankle support on your shin, really stiff on your foot. Like, I'm telling you guys, you need a motorcycle boot, man. You can't be riding your bike in tennis shoes. If you're doing that and you go down on your bike and you crash it, you're gonna break every single bone in your foot, and it's gonna suck. And you're gonna not be able to go to work. You're gonna be out of work, out of money, out of upgrades for your bike, and it's gonna suck. So really nice riding boot. They make a good one too that just has this material. I don't know what it is, but they make this material just in the upper part, and it's more like just like a shoe looking thing. Dying Easy makes all types of gear. They have regular sneaker looking stuff too. That's awesome. So I think that's pretty much it, guys. I don't think I wanted to show you anything else. That's pretty much my EDC gear, my bike gear. And the reason why I'm integrating this, or is that the word I want to use? Incorporating this into motorcycle gear is because that's a big part of my life. It's all I do is ride. You know, there's going to be times where I go hiking on different adventures and stuff, and I'll definitely have those videos up for you guys. But majority of my life is riding, and I want you guys to be safe. And if you're thinking about riding a motorcycle or getting one, which I think you should do if you're battling mental health or any kind of issues like that, it's just a complete life changer. And I would not tell you guys that if I want 100% promise you it'll change your life. But anyway, before you get the bike, please invest in gear. That's my thoughts on that, and that's all my gear. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, share, subscribe. Again, the Patreon link will be below. for patron only stuff that's going to be getting really pushed hard this year for giveaways and everything else. I just gave away a full Raven Moto get up to a lucky winner that's going to be getting his stuff in a few weeks here in February. So there's going to be giveaways on Patreon. There's motorcycle builds coming on Patreon in the next year or two. So big things on Patreon, but I need you guys to, I don't need you guys to, but I would like you guys to start signing up for Patreon so I could start moving on that. But thank you either way for your subscription. If you're going to get gear from Raven Moto, use my code HARDCITY, all caps, 10% off. I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you all. Peace.